Spooky season is in full gear as we enter this edition of Monday Night CAW. It is the ace of Shock Wrestling, and joined by two guests, two gingers. We got the Bingo Bird Raven, and we got the nagging BWI leader, Robert. Oh, not leader, sorry, brother.
Yeah, that's the correct term, brother.
I thought he was leader.
There's no leaders, we're brothers. We've been over this.
It's a brotherhood. But speaking of factions, we got some interesting stuff going on with the So Far So Good television title on the line. Kicking off the show last week, Rod Kip won a battle royal to get this opportunity. And I know Raven will be cheering hard for his former Nest member.
Yeah,
Very smart of Rod Kip to leave the Nest, right, Rob?
Incredibly smart, yes.
Oh, sure.
That's done wonders for his
He
career.
was traded.
Traded, okay. Traded, leave, same thing really, innit?
He's still one of my best friends.
Not what I've heard in the crowd-pleasing VIP after parties.
He brings me to those. What are you talking about?
You don't get in. They are for crowd pleasers only. Rob can't get in either.
I've gotten in.
I wouldn't want to go in. You know, just go down to my own little BWI pub. That's all we do.
Yeah. Go down to the BWI pub, eat some beans on toast. You know how it is.
Is the BWI pub like traveling? Does it have like wheels so it goes into whatever city?
Basically, it's just a giant truck with a pub inside it. It's not very, traditional to have that. But it's not a food truck. It's a giant truck with a pub inside it. There's a difference.
Is it like your tour bus?
Well, we have a tour bus as well, but the pub is the pub. We don't want to cross the streams in that regard.
Both. That's terrible for the environment.
I don't care. I want my own traveling pub.
Taylor Swift over here. But speaking of famous people that I don't like, James Austin Black.
Smug.
This guy, at Saturday night's crowd-pleasing event, did pick up a win along with Big H, but that's fine. More on that later. This guy has just been a thorn in my side.
Come here, you pick the fight with him first.
But tonight, the television title will come back to the crowd pleasers with Rod Kip finally doing something. People think I'm too hard on Rod Kip. Rob, actually I want your opinion on this. As a former apprentice of mine, am I too hard on Rod Kip?
Well, there's that question is quite difficult to ask. I mean, you were not exactly the best mentor towards the end of our alliance, where you severely injured me. But you haven't done that to Rod Kip, so I wouldn't say you're being too hard on him at all, to be honest. Put him in bad positions. Sometimes you need to put someone like Rod Kip into bad positions.
It's about tough love. And hey, look at the success you have right now, Rob. Longest reigning European champion in Shock Wrestling history. I like to think my influence helps some of that.
I won't deny that. As I said before on commentary,
I was influence on making him a world champion.
It's taking time. It's going to happen.
I could say the same about you.
It's going to happen. It's just taking time.
You didn't take me under your wing.
There's only one former world champion in this booth right now, and it's not a ginger.
No.
Well, it's almost like someone booked themselves doing the title.
Hey! Stop slander, Raven.
The first time I won it was on a
Sully booked
that match. The first time I won it was on a different show.
Sully booked.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm like the Young Bucks. You win the titles in Japan first, then you make your own promotion, then you win the titles there.
You really are just like the Elite.
But that is what it's all about, the television title. A championship Rob has never won. A championship Raven has never won. More titles you guys haven't won.
I believe I've never even had a shot at it, so that's a little different.
Yeah, I've never had a shot at it either.
Well, you're just not crowd-pleasing enough. It's got the name So Far So Good.
It's on a different show.
And that's why I've never even bothered to try and get in a contenders match. I do not want the crowd pleasers belt. I want nothing to do with it.
That scum JVH won't give me the clearance to compete on CAW.
Me neither. We don't want you on here. I already have Rob.
Hey, I'm a draw. I do my job.
Are you sure?
You can't say I don't put in the effort. I'm basically here every week having a match.
You have changed the channel heat, buddy.
Rob, you lost 2 title matches last week.
I know, and it was annoying and embarrassing to lose a title and also lose a World Championship match in the same night, but, you know, it happens.
You can't say you don't get opportunities, Rob, since you just had
that was one of my favorite episodes of CAW, by the way.
Wow, that's not very kind of you, Raven. I thought you were supposed to be a good person.
Oh. Jab going right after Rock Kip, though.
Alright person,
I've never said even that.
You know.
I've always said I'm evil and I do what I have to do to win a match.
Listen, both of you shock wrestlers, what does it take to take down a high flyer like Jab?
Take out the knees.
You have to ground him. You have to work on his joints. You have to slow him down. You let Jab keep his speed up, and it's going to be hard to keep up. You're going to be getting knocked down a lot. You just got to ground him.
That's fair.
Slow and methodical, working on the joints, just like Rod is doing right now.
Yeah, doing on the arm there. Lil, and I know Rob is all about joint manipulation in his matches.
Of course. Your opponent, they can't kick out if you disable the legs. They can't punch if you disable the arms. It's pretty simple.
Ooh, right hand there from the hustler, Rod Kip. Rob, are you a fan of Rod Kip?
Of course I'm a fan of Rod Kip.
Now that he's over here on the blue
I was not
brand?
a fan of him when he was in the nest. But the moment he broke away, and that was funny, I was like, you know what, you're a cool guy.
It's just biased.
You're a cool guy. And it's not biased, it's fact.
No, it's biased. You just don't like the nest.
Well, yes.
Silly British man.
Open to a cover. Only a 1 count. Listen, he's not the only Nest member leaving recently. Shout out to Everyman. I'm on Team Jaden as well. Ooh. Kick to the back.
Listen, Jaden, best actor in Shockwave Sports, faking an injury for this long.
Do you hear that, Rob? He's accusing people of faking injuries here.
You seen how he swung that chair? You can't do that with your shoulder or elbow hurt.
Maybe he's wearing a
this
special
promotion
chair
has
cast. It's a cast that allows him to use a chair. Maybe.
Good point.
There's magic.
What?
There's magic. There's gauntlets that can wipe out half the universe in this world. There's been rings of power. There's been blue milk. It's basically just steroids. So anything can happen in the Corvus, basically. So I don't believe it's beyond the realm of
this promotion
logic.
This promotion respects the ring. We do not fake injuries here. Not like how the last guy ran it, a little Ewok that I'm gonna put down in a couple of weeks on Halloween.
I hope you put him down. I still am mad that they put me in a closet.
Oh! Crossbody there. Oh, now. What is Jab thinking here? Just face to the mat. Rod Kip getting humbled right now, it seems. Oh, nice suplex there. What a match to kick off Monday Night CAW. Jam-packed night.
Ooh. And it's still crazy you don't like Jab. He's like crowd pleaser at Jason.
Did we not remember the famous Twitch stream where he called me out, criticized me for no reason?
That was very unprofessional of Jab.
Sick crossbody. Yeah, to go on a different show in front of the great crowd pleaser as well, and Big H. We now know where Big H's allegiance line.
Well, listen, I don't blame Big H. You know the history between him and Nicholas. We'll take a look at that later tonight.
He went to... Listen. Rob knows that there is a lot of history there, but...
Lots of history.
They got back together. They thought everything was fine and dandy, and I think Jab is just a bad influence on Big H.
Oh, I mean, I think...
Sometimes friends just fight and backstab each other. Look what I'm going through right now.
You see, with me, I think it's the knowledge that Nicholas is not a trusty man. He's not someone you can trust in. But I would say exactly the same for Jab. And I think the Big H, I always like to call him Big Oaf, just seems to go from one false friend to another. He's gone from Nicholas, he's gone to Jab. Well, he might go back to Nicholas again, because he's an oaf.
Well, he's a Hollywood. Big Hollywood. He acts just like his cousin JVH. Very fickle. Will turn his back on anyone.
You know, Mikhail did point out on an episode of Strike that JVH is spineless for all the popular things, and can't really argue with that. What do you guys think?
I agree.
I think JVH is a coward.
Listen, JVH is a coward.
Oh, twist of fate by jab.
Nice.
Not
Jab,
looking good for my Rod Kip right
crowd. Listen, have faith. Have faith. Rod Kip was my #1 guy. He's got this in the bag.
I don't think he does.
Oh, no.
I think he's going to get put to sleep right here.
GTS. To retain.
It's a 1.
1.
That's a 2.
2.
No.
Kick out.
Look
He
at
kicks
that.
out.
What did I tell you? What did I tell you?
I don't think it's enough.
Firing up the crowd some more.
I don't think Rod has enough left in him. Look at
All
him.
he wants to do is crowd please.
He's out of there. He just doesn't know it.
Oh, man. Little back and forth, little pub brawling.
Rod Kip is hungry. He wants to prove that he is crowd pleasing enough. He wants to make Nicholas Crowd Pleaser proud.
He's got a. This is probably the biggest match of his career.
Yeah. And listen, if he wins this, he can truly cement himself as a Rookie of the Year candidate.
Both of these competitors will be in the CAW Scary Box. Like I said, I am making this the biggest ladder match in the history of Shock Wrestling. Ooh.
Think about it. If Rod Kip wins this, this will be his 3rd title this year.
That is impressive. DDT.
Okay, he's fighting back better than I thought he would. I thought he was definitely out of it a moment ago, but he seemed to put some momentum back on his side. But look at this.
Oh, roll up.
Oh. Fancy
1,
roll up by jab.
2.
Oh, gets his leg out.
No.
Shoulder was up and Andrew Owen, the spider trooper of the crowd pleasers.
What's he doing?
Rod Kip talking to the ref.
Oh! Knocking him down. Oh no, to the back of the neck.
Oh man.
That has gotta hurt.
This is what we like to see. Now this is crowd pleasing.
Crowd pleaser's always a pain in the neck of jab.
Jab started it, and you all know it. Oh, super kick!
Super kick.
Into a cover! 1, 2, 3! He did it!
No.
Rod Kip, television champion.
I don't like the crowd pleasers, but I like seeing Jab lose even more, so I'm in a good mood.
What a great way to kick off Monday Night CAW. The future is in good hands here on the Blue Brand with our new, so far so good television champion, the Hustler, Rod Kip.
You love to see it.
We've entered the Rod Kip era here on the television show. Coming up next, though, interesting match ahead of us. So, Scum, it is return at Saturday night's crowd-pleasing event going up against Mooch. He's been very vocal that he wants to get a part of this CAW Scary Box, so I said, okay, if you beat Mooch tonight, I'll put you in that ladder match. Mooch already in that CAW Scary Box ladder match. There they are, the captains of Tortuga. Tony Tortuga, cardboard champion. Rob, what do you think the legacy is of the cardboard title? Do you want a shot at that one?
No.
Well, why not? It's a title.
It's the cardboard title.
Raven, I have heard your criticisms that Tony is another Nepo signing by JVH.
He is. They met at a Curse of the Black Pearl reenactment, and he just gave him a job.
Oh, when you're the boss, you're allowed to do stuff like that.
But you're a fan of Scum.
You know. Andre just said to me he
Rob,
had a clone of Jim Jickins called Pim Jickins, and I was like, you know what, that's funny, and I just signed a contract. You know.
Rob, you famously had a best-of-7 series against Scum, and you faced Tony Tortuga at Fight Night.
I did.
Don't like these guys.
No,
it seems.
and I've defeated both for my European Championship, which is good fun. Especially now that Scum has had, what, 2 or 3 shots and failed, which is always amusing.
Oh, here he is. Here you go, Raven.
Here he is. Here we go. The freight train, the immortal, the combat, accompanied by the can't miss event Jovan. We got Air Mooch.
Rob, what are your thoughts on Mooch?
I don't get along with him, don't like him, but I do respect him. I think he's a great competitor, but as a person, we just don't gel. We don't get along. Was once a big fan of Mr. Mooch, but not such the case anymore.
In my opinion, Rob is just lucky Mooch has not set his sights on that European title.
Well, should he do so, I will defend so. But as I've said, to step up against me and my European Championship, you have to contend in a contenders match. You have to become #1 contender or pin me in an otherwise non-title match. And has he done that? No. And you'll remember, I did win a belt with him before, so I already have a lot more standing than him in that department, I think.
Well, over on the crowd pleasers, Andrew Rowan has been very vocal that he did pin you clean, and I might need to make a European title match in the near future.
Well, you see, he was in that fatal 4-way with me, though, which I won, so, that cancels out the claim, I think. If he has to go again, do it so again, then I'd consider it. But no, I think, if anything, I had a claim upon his World Championship by winning that fatal 4-way, and he's disputed that, exactly. So now, if I wanted to go up against him again, I would then have to prove myself another contender. I say the same thing for my championship as I do my own championship shots against another championship holder. I'm no hypocrite. I'm an honourable gentleman.
Sure you are.
I am.
Ace, I think you should make that match anyways in the future.
No, Raven.
Ignore Rob.
What are you going to do next? Ask for another European Championship shot? Because the question always has the same answer. No.
That's just because you're scared of me.
I'm just scared of you, Raven. We're on different
I've been
brands.
titles
Lucha
in the
Bama
past.
slam.
If you're not careful, Raven, I'll lock you in the
Landing
toilet
Scum
again, okay?
Firmly on the mat. I wasn't locked in the toilet. T-Zombie picked me up and threw me in
Power
the closet and locked it.
If that's what you think happened, go tell yourself that.
Always with the excuses.
I broke out, and they beat me up still.
Good.
How does your body feel getting beat up multiple shows a week, it seems? One. only
Bad,
one count.
Ace. Bad. This is JVH's fault.
Rob, another
Go
power
on.
bomb here by Mooch. Oh. Well, that cannot feel good into another
Come on,
pin.
Scum.
We will see Zombie and Fox in action later tonight. But can Scum get into this scary box ladder match? Not looking good after that running power slam. Knee.
Listen, it is not looking good for Scum right here. And a lot of people are saying he's washed. But if there's one thing I know about pirates, they do not wash.
Splash by the Mooch into a cover.
On
1,
2. No.
Only a 1 count.
I don't know how Scum is still in this. He's been just
This is
getting
kinda wild
ran
to see.
over by a train.
A lot of people think, Muchikanda Vice.
Moochie kind of ice.
Locked in.
Can Scum break
Will
out?
Scum tap? No. A lot of
No.
people think Mooch is washed ever since losing the PWF World title.
He's lost a little bit of his aggression and a little bit of his killer instinct, but he's still good. He'll find it. Just, what can he do to put away Scum?
Well, Rob, you've lost a lot of titles. What does it take to
Blue
get
Thunder
back
Bomb.
into it after that Blue Thunder
It
Bomb?
takes studying the tape of your match, see where you went wrong, building upon that, and taking that into your strategy and your technique for your next time you're defending a title or going after a title. You got to build upon your weaknesses and also learn new abilities and new skills. I never used to use the ropes in any sort of attack early in my career, but I've taken that into my skill set now because I know that that's something I lacked, and that's something I've used to win titles since.
It's like developing a three-point shot
Exactly.
as the NBA was evolving.
Yeah,
I-
exactly.
Congratulations, by the way, Rob. 200 days now as European
Of course.
champion.
And I'm looking forward to another 200. And another 200 after that. Another 200.
Oh.
And I'll just be the forever
that's
European
not gonna
champion.
happen, pal.
Okay, you tell yourself that, Raven. Yeah.
Oh. Look at Scum. He's going to walk the plank. Oh.
1,
1,
2,
2,
3. Okay.
3. Scum is in.
Wow.
Scum has found his way in to the CAW Scary Box match.
He's
Look at him.
He's excited.
Dancing to that shanty.
Look at Tony dancing around as if he did
You know
anything.
what?
Oh.
You know what? He's excited. This was a Scum legacy game.
Yes, it definitely was. No doubt about it. Oh, it seems Ashley has announced that there's going to be a multi-women match to determine the opponents in next week's #1 contenders match. See, Raven, good thing we did re-record this. We read this wrong. So this will determine who's in the #1 contenders match next week. But the Aura has some words for us, I believe.
Okay.
Rob, what are your thoughts on the 2-time Women's World Champion Ashley? Is she Rookie of the Year so far?
Well, I'm probably going to say Rookie of the Year is going to be one of my BWI brethren. I think the viewers and the voters
He's going to say
should
Dave.
choose that. I'm not going to say who, because that's up to the audience. Whoever wins that award in the BWI will be happy. But Ashley's been impressive to be a 2-time Women's World Champion already. Very, very good for your resume. That's a good starting point for your first year. You could be like me.
She won the first ever Women's Elimination Chamber.
And you could be like me, being here for 8 years maybe now and still haven't won a world title. So the fact they've done it twice in the year is a little annoying. But also impressive, and I respect that.
You know, some people just they get that next big thing mentality, and they win championships quick. We've seen it in other wrestling promotions many times. But let's see what the Aura has to say tonight.
What up, y'all? It's your two-time world champion, and I don't know what I'm gonna do for Halloween yet. Most of you are too afraid to even challenge me for the women's world title. Then the others just want the easy way out by trying to win a cash in the box. So tonight on Monday Night CAW, we're gonna have a multi-woman open challenge match to determine next week's #1 contenders match for my championship at Halloween. I'm still on my way to be Rookie of the Year, while most of you belong in Proving Grounds anyway. So good luck, ladies.
Ooh.
Hey, that was rude.
Was that a?
Well, I don't know about that.
That was rude.
Was that a diss at Rob's Proving
That was
Grounds?
very rude. Oh, this is.
I agree. For once we agree.
There's a spooky door.
Wait.
What is going on here?
Dare you enter the spooky door?
Wait, what's going on? Oh no!
Eerie music,
I'm
eerie
I'm
fog.
scared, boys.
Got chills.
You know, my dad gave me some good advice when I was a young boy, and that's don't trust spooky doors. So I'm very scared.
It's pretty
I
simple.
think this is somebody.
Your father.
I think this is somebody we have never seen before in Shock Wrestling. So get your notepad, Rob. It's time to scout.
Well, with a spooky door,
My
I
dad
might
always told me if you feel it, chase it.
Oh man.
Is this? Oh.
Oh. Oh my god. I read this in the news, guys. This is Peace Dravin, coming from an old wrestling camp. They thought she died. This wrestling camp is in an unknown area, ran by a mad cult leader with dire intentions, is what I've read.
Oh no.
I don't know what Vicious Delight means on the back of her coat. Yeah, Rob, any more intel on this? It's pretty unknown.
My notes aren't giving me anything. This is very disturbing, very very spooky. Appropriate time to debut, I would say, it being the spooky season. But yeah,
That's true.
I'm kind of scared. I might have to get Dom to stand by the door. You know, this is. Ugh.
Look at the height. This has got to be one of the tallest female competitors in Shock Wrestling.
Yeah. Looks taller than even Sunflower. God, this is
crazy. Whoa.
God, my hair is raised on my arm. Got goosebumps.
No doubt has an origin story like Jason. Not surprised she's taken upon this look.
It's kind of a cool jacket.
I'm scared.
Okay.
Oh, there it is, Rob.
On
Another
to
Nest
better
member.
news.
Oh.
Making her way down to the ring, my favorite bird.
Oi, Perkin, pass me
Member
the chin.
of Floral Flight, Bluebird. Guess what, guys? Ravens Lock of the Week. Bluebird is winning this match.
And you've complained about nepotism.
Spooky over there.
Ugh.
These Nest members need to go back to the bingo
Yeah, exactly,
halls.
and the barn. Just stay there.
It's not
Yes,
a barn.
the Nest is
the
a
only
barn.
members
Oh,
that have a barn
wait a minute. Hold on.
are the
I have to
Barnyard
thank Clone
Brothers.
99.
So you admit that's a
Thank
barn.
you, Clone 99, for being here.
Thank you, Clone 99.
You guys are ridiculous.
Ridiculous, I speak
She's
the
not
truth.
going to win this.
This is a real wrestler walking down now.
A real wrestler just
legend.
walked down. A legend who's been pinned by Bluebird.
Rob, how many times has she won the women's championship in both promotions?
I mean, I have lost count at this point, but it's got to be somewhere close, if not beyond, the double digits. Like I would say maybe even something like 11, 12. Lots of them. Very storied.
She's got to win over Ronda Rousey.
Powerful career, does indeed. I am including some of the belts they won during the little break we had on the Independence. She was tearing up there. Very well talented, very well sought after. There were other bigger money companies trying to get her, but she said, "This is where I fight. This is my home. I'm going to stay here and continue to compete on court."
Oh, and now Blackheart making her way down, another former women's world champion. Look at all these former world champions, and Bluebird never been a world champion.
And Bluebird, that's a good way of describing it.
Not yet.
Every Nest member has to finish their story. Blah, 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 blah.
Listen, it just hasn't happened yet.
Rob, you don't sit and wait for your story to finish. You go out and put the work
I
in,
do.
right?
That's
What do you
I've been
think
doing.
I'm trying to do?
Oh, you know.
I have been trying to do that.
Alright.
Jaden, JVH, Animus, all trying to hold me back.
All excuses.
I've told you before,
Letting
Raven.
backstage politics get to your head.
I've warned you multiple times. I've warned you on commentary with my words. Do not trust people who will otherwise betray you. You've befriended too many dastardly people, and each one of them, one by one, has shown their true colours and have betrayed you. I formed a real brotherhood with the
try to see the
PWI,
good in people.
and
Oh.
we're all loyal.
Rebecca Storm from
What if she
VGIW.
doesn't even go here?
Doesn't matter. This is, trying to find the best
Pablo
competitors.
doesn't either, but
Yeah,
Pablo
yeah,
doesn't either, but we got spineless JVH that just lets anyone walk through the door.
Exactly. Listen, I think JVH might have just given them a pass because they beat me up. For some reason, he has beef with me, even though I helped him take down the prophecy.
Jaden is a star here in Shockwave Studios. He's a star of the first ever feature film produced by Shockwave Studios. He's got a long history with JVH.
And, he
Here we go, though.
what I do say, and he still is the most useless of all of my
Ooh.
apprentices. He does have his moments, Jaden, and he has improved.
Jaden might be comeback wrestler of the year.
Let's not go that far.
I can't deny that. His career was going down the drain quickly until he got some eyes on him from what he did to me.
I would say before that he was getting some momentum, picking up some wins. You think it's all about you over there, the main character of Shock Wrestling, the Raven.
No, I'm not the main character.
I know somebody who's trying to make himself the main character, and I'll put that to an end on Halloween. Don't you worry.
God, look at her towering over Blackheart.
Oh,
What?
the strength of Blackheart there.
Okay, we might have
That
to
was shocking.
run a blue milk test there. That was suspicious.
Rob, When will somebody take down the WBWI?
Never.
Can we get more tag teams?
Well, that's up to the higher powers to decide more women's tag teams. It's not my fault they're not there. It's not my fault that no one's going to, put themselves in a position to become number one contenders to their reign. I have been looking for it. They've been looking for it.
Bluebird and Sunflower couldn't get it
They
done.
want competition, and if no competition's going to come to them, then what's going to happen? They're not like Nicholas, who has loads of competition that's happily lining up to try and get their world title. There's no one lining up outside their door to win their BWI Women's Championships, are there? So...
just as you said, they have to win contenders matches to get a chance at Nicholas.
Yeah, but even when that happens...
Nicholas...
He won't try and defend it, and they rarely ever happen. How many times have we had a number one contenders?
He's been breaking
Nicholas
the star meter every pay-per-view.
Doesn't matter.
What is
Nicholas competes. What more do you want?
I want an actual world champion that's here. Defends his title here.
He is here. He defends his title every month.
That's not enough. It's not enough. He's a world champion.
He was just on Saturday night's crowd-pleasing event. You're getting 2 Nicholas matches this month, actually.
Never enough.
He wants him to defend his title on house shows every week.
I do. I just watched Gunther defend his championship on a house show. Okay, that match was awesome. It was Gunther versus Chad Gable.
Wait, so Rob,
to get CAW's name out there, to get Shock Wrestling's name out there, he brings eyes to the product by making public appearances.
Didn't I just warn you?
So Rob doesn't want to headline the house shows anymore?
I don't care. I'm going to defend my belt on any stage of the match on the card, because I'm going to be there, I'm going to do it, I'm going to give the crowd what they actually came here for.
Look at this. Hurricane by Bluebird.
And as I was saying to you, Raven, as I just warned you, only a few sentences ago, you befriend the wrong people. And here you are, trying to defend Nicholas, so you can befriend him. You're defending the wrong person once again.
Me and Nicholas are friendly, but I'm not friends with him.
Rob thinks there's a whole conspiracy theory that Nicholas and Poplu are about to jump.
I think it's...
We discussed.
I warned you, Ace. That's what's going to happen. I've foreseen it. It came to me in a cheese dream. Okay, and I took a raki and cheese.
You know what?
I took a raki and cheese. That stuff never lies.
Oh, Blackheart.
Oh,
Nice kick there. To compete in a number one contenders match next week.
And P. Stravin breaking up the pin.
JVH and Rob love their contenders matches. Oh,
I'm a man of the people, and the people want contenders matches.
I thought you hate the people. You just said no crowd.
I like the people. I don't like the crowd.
You said you hate the people.
I like the people. I don't like the crowd. There's a difference.
That's not different. They're the same thing.
No.
Rob says
Rebecca
he's a draw. Also says he does not like the crowd.
I don't like the crowd, but I like the people. I've been over
Rebecca
this.
Storm is...
They pay to see you. The crowd pays to see you. Why do you not like them? They're the reason you're even here.
The reason why I'm here is because of me and the BWI. Okay. As there's a roll up. No.
Nope. Not enough. Oh, Rebecca Storm though, the strength.
Onto the hockey stick.
Hockey stick, yes.
Yeah.
Top rope now. Rebecca Storm's had her hands full with Nikki Fox over on Saturday night's crowd-pleasing event.
Nickel Fox.
Oh, Bluebird!
Rebecca Storm just landed on Blackheart, and Clone 99 immediately put Blackheart into some sort of submission hold afterwards. That must have hurt.
Yeah, that cannot feel good. Clone 99 getting back into it, though. The veteran instinct of the former women's world champion. Ooh. Kip up, though, by Bluebird.
Bluebird showing no fear in this ring.
She must have learned that at the barn, right, Rob?
Yeah, exactly.
It's not a barn.
Pretty sure it's a barn.
I've met the Dixons. I say otherwise.
They have their own barn. It is not a nest barn.
Not from what I've heard. Rob had intel.
I did have
went
intel.
into
Onto the chair.
Blackheart. Oh, Canadian Destroyer!
Oh, I thought that was going to be onto the chair.
Wait, Bluebird! It's got a pin in the ring!
No.
Oh, no.
Look at that Bluebird getting yet another pin on the legend.
Okay, get me more gin.
Wow. A Nest member actually getting a win on Monday Night CAW.
You
Rare
hate to see it.
You would love to see it.
But up next, Rob.
That makes 2 weeks in a row.
Rob, you could come back in the booth after, but I believe you're walking down with your UK Dragon.
Yeah, goodbye.
Your own JVH Nepo hire.
Wow. Yeah, this is the cousin of JVH as Rob has made his way down. So now that Rob's gone, I think we could talk about him. I think he is actually afraid of Jack the Ripoff.
Oh, he is. Like,
he's scared.
He's talking about me and my betrayals. You know, people betraying me. He has nothing to talk about. Look at what Jack the Ripoff is doing. This is karma coming to bite him in the ass. And Davo hasn't spoken to him in 2 months.
And
well,
here
yeah,
they are, the World Tag Team Champions that defeated Rob and Duke last week. And the World Tag Team titles back to their original design. This looks great. Finally, the BWI era of the CAW Tag Division's over. But,
listen,
Rob has sent out one of his goons, the UK Dragon Hugh, going up against the Wrench tonight.
Yeah, best tag team in ShockWrestling. The Hammer, well, the Toolbox. I was calling them Hammer Bros. That was wrong.
Yeah, but Hugh, a former member of the Hammer Bros.
Exactly.
His brother Luke over on Strike. And there they are, the longest reigning European champion Rob, walking out with one of his apprentices, a guy that helped Rob win that European title back at Mayhem 2. People sometimes forget that because Rob tries to rewrite history here in ShockWrestling.
Yeah, he does. He's the lore keeper, but he keeps it to his history books, not the actual history.
Hugh, though, outside of BWI, has a lot of potential here on Monday Night CAW. I think he is one of the future stars.
I agree. Hugh is the future. He's so damn talented. If only he didn't hitch his wagon to that scum Rob.
He was able to win the television title while under the BWI, and of course he won the Blockbuster tag titles with James Bond. He has had success, I can't deny that, but you would think he had enough talent where he didn't have to do it in such despicable ways.
I agree.
The Wrench, though, might kick his ass. The Wrench is a big dude.
Yeah.
This is going to be a tough matchup.
Listen, if the Wrench gets that bear hug locked in, I think it's all over for Hugh. Listen, that bear hug, it could break his back. It could end his career.
Yeah. That bear hug made Duke tap out, as what Rob has pointed out. Rob has pointed out the distraction of Jack the Ripoff is what caused them to lose the tag titles last week. I don't necessarily agree with that.
Jack the Ripoff
seemed like Duke was going to tap either way. Yeah, we didn't even see Jack the Ripoff. We're just assuming the spooky stuff was because of Jack.
Yeah. Honestly, I think Rob just has excuses. He talks about me having excuses. Well, look in the mirror, pal.
And two young guys here on Monday Night CAW. Potential future world champions. You never know.
Yeah, listen, under the tutelage of the Hammer, I think the Wrench is going places.
Yeah, I mean, the Hammer is a 3-time world champion, first overall pick in the first ever draft. Ooh.
The only good Von Hollywood.
Yeah, that's true. One that actually seemed like has earned his place, not a Nepo baby. Ooh.
Exactly.
He definitely had famous matches against Nikki Fox and Old Ben. He's worked his way in. Went to a cover. Only a 1 count, though.
Look at Rob there.
Our main event, speaking of old...
paying attention to the match.
Our main event, speaking of Old Ben, him versus Nine, a false count anywhere match, could possibly be the final chapter of this brutal rivalry between the two.
It's going to be an insane main event. Goat versus Mastermind.
And some left jabs here from the UK Dragon.
Glorious versus Infamous.
Oof. Do you think he's earned that nickname, UK Dragon? We've had a lot of famous dragons in pro wrestling, so it is a nickname you gotta own yourself up to.
Yeah, I think he's earned it.
Oh, Bryan Danielson, the American Dragon, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, Ultimo Dragon, all high, some of the best wrestlers of all time. Ooh.
Listen, Hugh is talented, and honestly, the British, pub brawling style has only helped him. It's just the, attitude that comes with joining Rob's alliance is...
It's given him grit.
Oh, if only he could pick, not get cocky along with that grit.
That's true. Oh, burning hammer on a member of the toolbox connects.
Right in front of the hammer. That is insulting. That is disrespectful.
We can't forget, Hugh and Hammer are brothers.
Yeah.
Oh, and what is Rob doing? Oh, Hugh, though, going for a ginger ent. Rob,
where are you going?
I think Rob thinks he saw Jack on the stage. We didn't have a camera there, so
no,
Rob's paranoid. He's paranoid and scared. And Rob, I think, is walking to the back. Now he's pacing around. What is going on with Rob?
Rob, where are you going, pal?
And now it's just Hugh and the wrench in the ring. Hugh, though, taking advantage. Roll up. Classic BWI. 2, 3. Hugh with the win tonight. And we're going to try to get a camera guy to follow Rob back there. Rob was going to come back in the booth with us, but now he's walking backstage. Let's see what Rob's doing. Walking down the hall. Is Jack here? Oh, Rob sees something, I think.
Come on, get the camera over there.
Oh, it is!
Oh.
Ah! It is Jack the Ripoff! There they go! Brawling!
Rob immediately taking the fight
God.
to Jack. Oh, there, Jack's back into it.
Oh, time to pub brawl. No love lost between these two.
Hatred.
Oof.
Jack blames Rob for why he got kicked out of the Brotherhood.
Yeah, Jack, we saw Jack hit Rob with the European title. That is exactly what Chopper did to him way back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Yeah, no love lost, like you said. Just back and forth,
This is
lefts and rights.
crazy right now.
Nothing but hatred.
And I think these two will have to officially settle things in a ring at some point. It's got to happen. Ooh, because this is getting nuts. Rob getting thrown.
Look at the power from Jack the Ripoff.
Do you think Jack has a chance to defeat Rob in a traditional match, though? He hasn't wrestled in over a year.
Maybe. Listen, when you're fueled by that much hatred, you can honestly put your mind to anything.
That's true. And Rob getting thrown into the steel.
That cannot feel good.
Oh.
I don't know what's
crazy.
going through Rob's mind right now, but karma's a bitch or whatever JoJo Siwa said.
Yes. Rob should have known better. Oh.
Look at that.
Wow. Welcome back in the booth, Rob. Are you okay?
No. Look at that hurt. Okay. He left a note. He threw a note at me which says, "I want you at Halloween." Well, he's on, okay? He's on.
I'll make it official. Rob versus Jack the
Thank you.
Ripoff. Halloween. It's booked. But let's go back to our barn conversation, Rob.
Oh, there they are. The Barnyard Bouncers.
Country phenom Peyton Ray Dixon, accompanied to the ring by his brother, loyal tour bus driver / co-manager, Miller Dixon.
Rob, you ever go to a Peyton Ray Dixon concert?
Thankfully, no.
Why not?
Why would I want to?
Because he's great. You should hear his cover of Achy Breaky Heart.
That doesn't convince me.
Listen, it's a great show. I went to one recently. I saw Nicholas and Rod there. It was
You're
great.
making me less convinced of each sentence, Raven. I don't want to be anywhere near Nicholas. When it's my free time. Okay?
I even seen Davo there.
Ugh.
You wouldn't know though.
That's really-
I
That's a
have
lie.
on good authority. He has not talked to you in 2
I
months.
talked to David literally this morning.
The voice of the voiceless are here.
God. Why are these guys even around?
Well, Zombie and Fox are shock wrestlers. I can't deny them. But Poplu, we're gonna end this. Because I had to agree to this match because he said he was gonna make my life a living hell if I didn't. I was sick of my friends and Raven getting attacked.
I thought we were friends now. We're getting closer. Listen,
That's a strong word.
listen. It's weird having a man try to make your life a living hell, isn't it?
Yeah, I can tell we could kind of both relate to that right now.
And spineless JVH won't get rid of this guy. He's not even under contract.
Rob, what are your thoughts of Zombie and Fox as a team, though? Undefeated so far as a team.
Well,
Here at
that
Shock
is
Wrestling.
a big departure from how we saw them initially as a tag team. They didn't really pick up much momentum at all in terms of the early stages of that match, or together just in general in their original stint with the company. And they've improved a lot.
That's true.
It seems like in their first debut match as a tag team, they just gelled immediately upon certain aspects. It took them a lot of time to put those sock puppets away, but at one point it was as if everything clicked, and since then they've been pretty much dominant.
Oh, look at this. Little double team from the Dixon family. Oh,
Unless I'm about to bite my
is
words.
that enough? Ooh. No, not yet. Yeah, Poplu has been campaigning for these guys to get a World Tag Team title match. And I don't want to do it. Call me biased. Call it personal reasons. I don't want to
Hey,
do
you're
it.
the boss. You
They
make
don't
the
have
match.
enough wins.
Not Paplu. Paplu does not make the match.
Oh, it's
He's
now.
not the GM of CAW anymore, and he needs
Yeah,
to learn that.
Oh, he grabbed Peyton's leg there.
Get this guy out of here,
Ah,
Ace.
and do you know
Pop,
Bow tie ref.
Poplu thinks we're just a nostalgia act here on Monday Night CAW. He believes Zombie and Fox should be the future.
Oh dear, what a terrible future that would be.
Yeah, future, wishing them on their best endeavors.
Yeah, as Zombie says, Fox believes the politics of Shock Wrestling is the reason why he wasn't at Mayhem 2. From what I've gathered, he was injured. Ooh.
I thought he was injured as well.
Look at that knee to the face.
Oh, nice right hook there from Nicky Fox. I can't deny the success of Nicky Fox. He main evented Mayhem 1, defeated Adam for the world title. He was the guy for a little bit. Ooh.
Look at Peyton Ray just tossing around Nicky Fox like he's baling hay, tagging in his brother.
You know a lot about hay and other things for the nest not being a barn.
Sounds like you've had
It's not a
experience
barn,
with
but
barns,
I
Raven.
also grew up in the country.
A country barn?
Oh. Exactly.
Okay, listen, I used to live on a farm, and yes, we had a barn, but the nest is not a barn.
No,
So what you're saying is
all
the nest
signs
is
are
on a
pointing
barn.
to a barn.
Yeah.
No.
Where else would you
Looks
get
like
the
somebody
land?
threw it.
Oh, look at Miller.
I bought it.
Oh,
Look
what
at
an
that.
idiot move from Miller.
Fox going for
Who
the
found
arm
these
there.
guys?
Poplu clapping on. Once again, Poplu not employed here. I will be going against him. The first time Poplu will be in a Shock Wrestling ring will be against me, and if he wins, he gets an ironclad contract. He could show up on any show. He can't
Look
get
at Peyton
fired.
Ray crushing Nicky Fox.
After the hot tag.
Wisely tagging in T-Zombie.
Oh,
Cross
oh
him
my
up by the
God.
trunks.
Pile driver. Oh my God. Into a pin. kick out, though, from T-Zombie.
Lucky.
That was close.
He got lucky.
Fox was right there, but was very confident in his partner kicking out.
Maybe he was using some sort
Getting
of
crushed.
some sort of mind powers, like telekinesis or something, to force the kick out there. That was really weird.
Ah.
Listen, I'm telling you this, Peyton Ray is a star.
Oh, let's see what his brother could do right now. Oh, elbow.
Wisely dodging.
Kick there.
Knee to the gut and kick to the temple. With those steel toe boots.
Yes. Do you think that steel toe boots should be allowed in Shock Wrestling, Rob?
No.
He got them cleared.
Jim
Pickens
Jim
cleared
Pickens.
them. He cleared them.
Missing the big
You've just
boot.
proved my point. That doesn't mean that it's of value. And what Jim Pickens are we talking about? There's like 14 at least.
Listen, I don't know one of them.
They're-
The one you had over
they're
on
clones at
Proving
this
Grounds.
point. Oh, Pim
Jim
Chickens.
No, he's not an official Jim Pickens. What are you talking about? He's a clone. Don't trust anything
He
that Pim
cleared them.
says. Well, you shouldn't be trusting Pim. He's one of Andre's creations.
Why you
fair.
fair him then?
Because I found it funny that there was a clone of a Jim Pickens.
Top rope. Oh, coup de grace from the top rope.
Look at that. Boots to the gut.
Steel toe boots, Rob.
Yeah, exactly. That's not exactly fair. As much as I'm not a fan of T-Zombie, steel toe boots in that kind of move, are going to cause a lot of damage.
Oh, and look what Poplar's doing.
Taking off that turnbuckle.
Oh, look at these stomps now from Miller. Oh, man.
Look at him getting fired up there.
And now a little tie-up. Got Peyton in the corner.
Not going for the tag.
grabbing
Trying
the
to
arm.
take out T-Zombie's arm. Making it where he can't pick him up. Can't strike him.
Yeah, still pulling on that arm. Man. Ooh.
It's the knee to the
I
gut.
can't believe I'm cheering for the Barnyard Bros.
I'm not cheering for either team.
Listen, they're future Proving Grounds tag team champions.
Not
Look
if I
at
had
that, the
anything to say about
Barnyard
it.
boot.
Oh, two.
I'm
Kick
not saying
out.
I will, but maybe just to annoy you, Raven, I might make it part of the stipulation of those belts that those two can never compete for them.
Well, that is just
Oh.
scummy.
Not scummy, it's funny.
And look at them arguing over who is the biggest Kiss fan right now.
Oh, and he's getting a
Getting
little
fired up.
cocky.
Trying to crowd please right now. And listen,
This might come
it
back to
sounds
bite him.
Job done, you
like the
clown.
crowd loves the Barnyard Bros.
Oh, he's scared. He's scared of T-Zombie.
Oh no.
Should have got the job done when he had
Ooh.
the chance, you clown.
I agree. Oh, and Payne now
Running away.
getting annoyed. I think. Oh,
I-
going
I
after
think-
Nikki.
I think Nikki Fox just called his little brother, a mean name. Nothing enrages
Gotta protect
Peyton
your
Ray more
brothers, I
than
guess.
anybody picking on his little brother.
Caught him,
Oh,
Oh.
big boot. That steel toe boot once again.
cutting him open. See, I think this is unfair. This is shenanigery. As much as I don't like T-Zombie and Andre
Oh.
Fox at the moment, I
Dropping
think
a knee onto
that's
T-Zombie.
unfair.
Oh, moonsault. I have seen him do that in a bar fight. Crazy.
Oh, and Payne now grabbing T-Zombie, throwing him back in. The Barnyard Bros trying to finish this match off. Oh, Nikki Fox, though, getting back into it. Miller back in the ring. T-Zombie, though. Oh, Miller, don't get distracted.
Again, Nikki Fox calling him a rude name.
Choke slam.
Come on,
Break up
Peyton,
the
get in
pin.
there.
Break up the pin, you idiot. What are
One.
you doing?
2, 3.
See, Barnyard Bozos.
Come on.
They are the bozos of the Barnyard. How many times am I going to have to say this?
Wow, another win for Zombie and Fox.
Rob, I don't like your disrespect. I'm pretty sure that the Barnyard Bros could beat Petey and Gaz.
Oh, you want to see? I will happily have a match alongside PT and Gaz against those two, and maybe even you can be in it. Okay, make it interesting.
Sure.
It's gonna happen down the line
Sure,
or something.
I'm down for that.
And we'll win. I know we'll win.
Well, as Rod Kip would say, we need to ask JVH when Proving Ground Season 2 is. But we got Rob. You are very, very familiar with this Nicholas and Big H rivalry, and we're going to take a look back on everything.
I've been here since the beginning. I was all the way back in the early versions of the CAW developmental when this
I'm sure you
happened.
remember this, Rob, when they officially broke up. The punch heard from around the world there.
No.
And Rob, I believe this was after Big H beat Nicholas in an Extreme Rules match.
Oh, that was a lot of fun watching Nicholas lose that.
I just went down without a fight, but for those of you who watch and for those of you who care, you know that I put on the fight of my life. I was just holding back. Haggard Core, you're done.
This match
You
is
hear me?
very personal.
I'm not gonna let the thoughts and feelings of our old friendship get in the way. It's over for you. Rematch. Hell in a Cell. Let's do it.
Yes, Big H got to choose the stipulation this time, Rob, and it will once again be a Hell in a Cell match between Nicholas and Big H. And yeah, let's look back at what happened the first time this happened, Rob. I'm sure you remember this match.
How could anyone forget? This was insane. This was, of course, a more sympathetic version of Nicholas. He had yet to be absorbed by his ego. A point where maybe he still actually cared about the fans instead of the falsehood he puts on today.
The typical Haggard Core entrance.
The Facebook
walking out
champ.
with his Facebook belt.
The Facebook belt that Nick probably should have won.
That is
Earlier
not
in
on
this
the
event, I
line.
remember Rob Mankind warned Big H to not do this match.
Monday Night CAW.
Yep, on my show, the better show, Monday Night CAW.
Yeah, okay.
He didn't take that advice.
Insane the glow up that Big H just
We
had.
haven't seen a match that took place inside Hell in a Cell since February. It has been a minute. Look at the size of that cage.
Yeah, Hell in a Cell matches in our universe are
As
very
Haggard
rare,
Core said
Rob. We
earlier
only
tonight,
use it for
Nick isn't just locked in a cell.
blood
He's locked
feuds,
in
it
a cell
seems.
with a beast. The silence is the sound of the friendship.
They're the way to end big feuds.
This is so
They are
sad,
big
guys.
money
Can we get
matches.
2 likes?
As you said, they don't happen much.
There he is. The
But this is
dominant
years and years of frustration from Big H.
force. Cage is down. Here we go. Man,
Yeah, this was an unforgettable match.
Yeah,
Nicholas called this his hero's journey when he defeated Big H in this match. And Rob, who can forget this moment?
Be very careful. Yo! Yo!
It's
The bell rings.
insane.
He's out. He's
We're
out.
pulling this
Nick
footage.
has won. Nick has
And this
won.
rivalry has reheated
get a replay?
into certain Yo has resurfaced
Yeah.
as well.
As Shrek would say, there's a lot of layers to this, actually.
And if you look at how Big H landed, it was not a nice landing. He's convulsing quite a while after the
No.
contact with the table.
We really,
It's
really,
never been
Rob,
the
Big
same.
H has... Yeah, Big H hasn't been the same since this fall. Before this, he was winning world titles, he was beating Old Ben. Has he really recovered from this fall, you think?
Physically, yes. Mentally, I don't think no. I myself have taken
Yeah.
advantage of that. In his further reigns as a Facebook champion, I took the belt off him more than once, and because I knew that there was psychological damage still there.
Look at Haggard's face. The sheer fear.
And yeah, I mean, look, he landed right on top of one of the British announcers down there. That must have been
Yeah.
incredibly painful for both
very
individuals.
awesome.
Finally done it. Nick has slain the beast.
That did not look good. And then most recently at Saturday night's crowd-pleasing event, for the first time since Mayhem 2, Nicholas was pinned. And Rob, you know that very well. And yes, I was distracted by that little Ewok
I'm still not
Now,
convinced.
Rob, before this, you were the last person to pin Nicholas.
I was, and that felt great. As much as I don't get on with the big oath we did have a little moment of respect on the handshaking. Said, respect for doing that, but we're still not on the best of terms. But respect is due where it is due.
It's, and I believe, Raven, your pick in this upcoming match is Big H. You think the time has come?
Listen, I think so. It's going to be brutal, and he's out for blood.
I, for one, cannot wait to see what happens on Halloween between Nicholas and Big H. Speaking of rivalries that have gone really far, though, it's main event time. Falls Count Anywhere match. Old Ben versus Nye. I spoke to Old Ben before this match. He says this is going to be an aggressive, grittier Old Ben that we haven't seen in a long time. Now, Rob, you're very familiar with Old Ben's career. You've been following his entire career. What exactly do you think that means?
I think we're going to see an incredibly brutal performance from Old Ben here. When you tap into that stage of Old Ben, the angry side of him, we've never seen him a full-blown heel or bad guy ever. But that's the closest he ever gets. And Lord, have mercy upon whoever pushes him beyond that. Because when that day happens, everything's going to get a lot more scary. But I don't think Nye's going to do that here tonight. But he's already had enough of this shit, because here he is.
Falls Count Anywhere.
I guess this is what he meant. Yeah, it's a Falls Count Anywhere match. The bell is rung. Oh my god. Rob, when's the last time you ever seen Old Ben do that to somebody?
As I said, you rarely ever see this side of Old Ben. Maybe it was the Chad, his former rival we haven't seen for years. That's the last time I think I've ever seen him that angry.
I mean, when I did try to take out the eye of Old Ben, like this has gone to a personal level like we've never seen
exactly.
before.
I'm no liar. I will say that me and Old Ben have had a lot of differences. We had one hell of a feud more recently. Yeah. But we did earn each other's respect through that. We're on more mutual terms now than I guess most other people are with me behind scenes. And
oh god, not on the concrete.
Oh my god.
This is a man who will respect you if you put in your dues, but I think he doesn't believe Nye's done that.
No, Old Ben blames Nye for his career taking a slight downward turn. He blames Nye for the knee injury.
Yeah, and back at Mayhem 2, Rob, you pointed out that the Old Ben couldn't connect the super kick against Nova, and maybe that's what lost his world title.
I think that's exactly what it was.
This has all been building up.
Because that super kick has won him multiple championship reigns. Multiple world championship reigns, even. If he can't use it, it seems like sometimes he can't win a match.
Old Ben hasn't won a PLE since Galactic Conquest. He's been on a bit of a losing streak.
And that anger, that resentment must be building here. I think, as Raven rightly did say, I think he claims that all on Nye.
These men
Nye is the
each
mastermind.
Other.
Yeah. This is personal. Like, you would think this might be the final chapter between them, but I don't know. This is getting nuts between them.
And Nye believes that Old Ben is standing in his way from his career taking off like it should.
Yeah, Nye is pretty much told me that he's forcing Old Ben to pass the torch. And there is an argument that Nye could have been the next Old Ben a couple years ago. Ooh. But now he's turned into this psychopath, the mastermind.
I think Nye was always a bit unhinged. I think he used to hide it better. But now he's fully embraced that side of himself, and look at this!
Oh god!
Trying to connect with the door there.
They're
not connecting.
2. No!
Kick out. I am surprised.
Not enough. We're not worthy, Chance.
This is awesome.
Oh, no. What's he thinking? What is he thinking here? Oh my God!
The strength.
On his head. And with the door
This
as
is
well.
crazy right now.
Nye is trying to show
Oh!
open the door figuratively and literally.
Yeah, this is wild to see. This has gone so personal. Oh, and here we go.
Trading.
Nothing
Blows.
but
They had their-
hatred.
One punch.
They had
To the
their
other.
incredible Iron. They had their incredible Iron Dragon match, and that didn't really end things.
No, these men just want to beat the hell out of each other.
I don't know what ends here. What does it take for Old Ben to finally get revenge? I mean, Nye, he thinks Nye took a whole year off his career.
And Nye is actually looking to take his whole career out.
Yeah. Oof.
Nye busted open. Old Ben telling him to get up.
What is Old Ben thinking here? Little stare down between the two.
To the door.
There's no love lost here.
Oh! Oh my God!
Oh my God.
Just trying to crack him
Nye
open.
wisely rolling out.
That won't save him. It's false
It's a
count
false
anyway.
count anywhere
Falls
match
count anywhere, though. Might have bought him a few
One,
precious
two,
seconds.
two. Oh!
I think as much as, it still meant the count could have been counted up to 3.
He is the mastermind.
It did allow a few seconds for that
Oh,
ref
oh
to
my
get
God.
down there.
No.
He's doing it
Another.
again. Oh!
Oh, I think he's done. This is insane.
I've never seen Old Ben act like this.
1, 2,
Two.
3. Yep.
Oh,
It's done. It's done.
Holy shit.
wow. What a match.
I think we need to get some medics out there to check on Nye.
Yeah, we need somebody to check on Nye, the doctors, but like I said, I'm trying to make the biggest ladder match ever at Halloween. I want both of these men in that CAW Scary Box ladder match, but is Nye gonna make it?
I hope so, because that would be awesome, but
Things are bad when...
I'm worried about his career at this point.
No, things are bad when even I think that was a bit much and a bit too far. Well, I feel bad for Nye,
Yeah,
but I do think that was a little too much, a little too excessive.
Well, as we wrap things up, I cannot wait for the ShockWrestling Halloween special, only 2 weeks away. Next week, we got the traditional Halloween special as well. A whole week of spookiness happening next week, and Strike will be the fallout from it. It's going to be a fun week. Make sure to, of course, check out Friday Night Strike this Friday with more build-up to that, the Go Home show. And, yeah, a lot of stuff to come. Thank you, Raven and
You're
Rob,
welcome.
for joining me tonight.
pleasure.
It was fun to be in the booth for this jam-packed CAW.
Yeah, it was a great night. Goodbye, everyone. Make sure to follow the Instagram, join the Discord. We will be posting the match cards on both of those. Raven signing off.
Rob hit us with a goodbye.
Bye.